So there's one or two things at play here. Either I am just like, have some crazy brain problems going on, and maybe you do too. Like maybe we're just in this together where we just have, look at how cool of a painting that is. Maybe we just have something wrong up here. But I have some of the most weirdest memories from when I was younger. I remember the time that I became like a person, like I felt individualism for the first time. I know that's kind of a weird concept. I know a lot of people aren't gonna really understand what that means. So I'm gonna do my best to explain it. But that is definitely one of them. I don't know why I sent this to go back. I don't want it to go back. Feeling individualism for the first time was definitely trippy. I used to have this thing where I felt like the world was getting smaller and bigger. These were just such like recurring situations that I really don't know what the hell was wrong. In an attempt to kind of figure out whether or not I have some kind of, maybe I'm overthinking it, or maybe I'm overlooking some critical, who knows, right? So we're gonna hop straight into the first one, and that is just the fact that I felt individualism. I think I was about 3, maybe 4 at the time, and I was sitting in bed. I had just shut my eyes, right? Everything went black, and all I could see was just this little stick man, right? It's a little stick man. He was just kind of hanging out in the middle of my, like, think of an all black. It's an all black thing, right? Or it's a little red, but imagine a little stick man right there. Doo-doo-doo, stick man. And that stick man was there in the center, just chilling. And I interpreted that to be me, right? So I'm this little stick man sitting in the middle, doing nothing, right? And then I think a little harder, and then all of a sudden, 4 identical stickmen pop up next to me, that one little stickman. And that was a little jarring, right? Again, cool ass painting. So I really was thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on, right? All of a sudden, now there's more stick figures. I was tripping out a little bit, and then a little more time passes, and there was more stickmen. There was like maybe 16, right? They just kept multiplying. And they kept multiplying. And it was jarring to me because I started to realize in my own weird way that I'm not the only person, right? Like there's more people. There's more stickmen in the world besides just me as a stickman. I would probably credit that as me kind of finding myself. I don't know if other people have similar stories to this. I might just be sounding absolutely insane. But that's where I really kind of determined, okay, I'm not the only one into this shit anymore. This is like a shared experience that everybody has, right? You aren't just you. Everybody is a person who lives on this planet, and zoom in, and it was trippy. I used to have this weird thing where when I would lay down, I don't know if I would describe it so much as like my whole body felt like it was getting bigger or smaller. I guess you could say my whole body, but like it felt like my worldview, come on, stay right there. My worldview would like squish. I know it really doesn't make sense. The best way I could describe it is like zooming in and zooming out on the camera, but thinking of it like while you're laying down, I sound like I'm fucking high. I genuinely do. Like I sound like I'm smoking, but it's really what it felt like. Like I would be laying in bed and I just felt like everything was like crushing. I don't know. Like I genuinely would be laying in bed and I felt like I could see the walls coming in and then I would feel them go far and I would just feel super small. And I've never brought this up to anybody. I probably should have. Maybe I needed counseling for it. It doesn't happen anymore. But I remember I was lying in bed at my mom and dad's TV in their bedroom, right? And I had that little like SpongeBob TV remote where you could play games on the TV with it. I don't know how it worked. It was crazy. I just remember you press buttons and like stuff would happen in the game. But I was there, right? And I was playing my little SpongeBob game. And then it was probably like a Saturday or something. I don't know. It felt like a Saturday. It felt like an early morning. And I am pressing buttons. And then all of a sudden, the whole damn world starts shifting. And I'm freaking having a panic attack in my parents' bedroom. Not telling them, obviously, because it's like, you gotta thug it out, right? So it was definitely a weird experience. Now, I don't know if this is a common experience. I don't know if this is something that just happens when you grew up. Obviously, I didn't do any research. I just decided to make a video on it. Because why would I do research when I could just talk about it, sound schizo, sound crazy, and it make for content? So with that, maybe there's something wrong with me. I have no idea. Does this sound like I had some like unsolved trauma? I don't think I had trauma when I was little. I could be wrong though, but I don't know what that sounds like. Somebody has to tell me what that is, because maybe I had some like misdiagnosis or something that I just never got because, you know, I never told anybody about it. But it was weird. Like I really like, I will recreate as best as I can as to what the hell I'm talking about. So I would be laying down, right? Just as someone would do. And I would just feel everything go you. But it would like stay far. And I just felt so small, like I'd be a little baby, tiny, right? And then it would start coming back in, and then I just felt huge. Like it was just weird. It was a weird experience. Like my whole understanding of what my being was and the space that I occupy, like, you know, kind of where your body is, right? Like you kind of know, like if I put my hand out here, I can reach over there, right? And I could not really I could not get a grasp on how far or how small I was. A bit of a short video. I might be crazy. Cool ass bears. You tell me. Oh, pointed weird. You tell me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. I have no idea. You're gonna have to tell me. And if I am, then it is what it is, right?